everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I realized that of all the things that I tell about alpaca wool, I had never done one video in which I share all the benefits of this amazing fiber. So today I will share with you all the reasons why I love alpaca wool. And in fairness, this could be a really long video because there is a lot of really great things about alpaca wool. So I'll give you the short version to start with. Basically, anyone can wear alpaca wool anywhere, anytime, and doing anything. If you do like to know more detail, then stay tuned and let's jump right in. To make this overview a little bit more coherent, I have divided all the features and benefits into 5 different categories. The first category is that it is comfortable to wear. So anyone can wear it, right? The second category is that alpaca wool is versatile. For many different reasons, you can wear it in a lot of different circumstances. Number 3 is it is easy to care for with a little asterisk, and I'll tell you more about that later. Number 4, it's made to last, actually making it quite a sustainable material and contributing to the slow fashion movement. And then finally, it also looks great. Obviously, we like that. So the first category is that it is comfortable to wear. And there is 6 different reasons for that. So first of all, it is soft. Alpaca wool has this very soft scale fiber, which means that for a lot of people, it won't feel itchy. So usually when you hear wool, you're like, oh, itchy. We all have that woolen sweater that we don't like to wear. But alpaca wool doesn't have that. For most people, I have to say. I think 1 in 10, so like 10% of the people will still feel an itch with alpaca wool due to sensitive skin. So that would be the only reason why it wouldn't be soft and comfortable for you to wear, but most of the people should feel that it is soft. Additionally, alpaca wool is also hypoallergenic, and this is because basically the fiber produces very little lanolin, which is this little this greasy substance that animal fibers produce. But it doesn't have that much. So whatever it has during the production process, it will be eliminated. And then boom, hyperallergenic, no allergies when you wear alpaca wool. Obviously, it's also very warm. Alpaca wool is this, obviously it's wool. So it feels comfortable because it is warm. And when you're cold, it feels good to wear something nice and warm. Might be obvious, but it's a great benefit. Not every fabric is warm. Similarly, that could also be a downside if you are in a warm country and you don't need wool and you don't want to necessarily dress warmly. But for those of you who are looking for something warm, alpaca wool has that. Another reason why alpaca wool is comfortable to wear is because it is elastic. So obviously this is because a lot of alpaca wool garments will be knitted, and that like knitted texture will provide for elasticity. But on top of that, the fiber itself is also elastic. It's not the most elastic fiber, like merino wool, for example, is much more elastic. But alpaca wool is a little bit elastic, and that means that it gives you this freedom of movement. Like sometimes, especially tight clothes can be kind of restrictive in their movement or restrict you in your movement. But alpaca wool doesn't have that. So it's one of the reasons why I really love alpaca wool, because it's just so comfortable and, it moves with you, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going. And then finally, it's also breathable. So wherever you're going and whatever you're doing, you might go to different temperatures, or you might, get more active, and then your body warms up, and then you start to overheat. But with alpaca wool, that doesn't happen because it is so breathable. And this has to do with the fiber texture and these little air pockets that are inside it, and that basically function as kind of like a barrier that keeps a constant temperature. So when it cools down or you warm up, the garment will help you maintain a temperature that's close to your body temperature. So that is very comfortable to wear. Second category. So like I said, versatile, which basically means that you can wear it anytime, anywhere. And I love that about alpaca wool because it helps to maintain a very minimalistic wardrobe. I wear my alpaca woolen scarf a lot. I'm not wearing it right now, I know, but usually I wear it and it works in a lot of different environments and in a lot of different circumstances. And one of the main reasons for this is, again, that breathability. So when the environment that you're in changes, the alpaca wool garment will kind of adapt and it will keep you comfortable. But the other reason is that it is very protective from a lot of different elements. So, for example, it is water repellent, not entirely rain like waterproof, but definitely very repellent. So, if it out of the blue starts to drizzle or there's a light rain, alpaca wool will have you covered. And similarly, it is also wind resistant, not windproof because the knitted structure will never make that possible, but it definitely blocks a lot of wind. Thirdly, it is like I said, it's warm, so it protects you from the cold, which is great. And then it also kind of protects you from the sun because of this breathable temperature regulating features. So wherever you go, whatever environment you find yourself in, and I love this in the example of hiking. So when I go hiking, I love to wear alpaca wool because then, especially when you're up in the mountains and the weather can change like this, then alpaca wool will just keep you protected. So it's versatility is one of one of my favorite benefits of alpaca wool. Third category, it is easy to care for. Now, if you have watched my washing instructions, you might disagree with me. And I'm actually disagreeing with myself right now because washing alpaca wool can be quite labor intense and there is quite some things that can go wrong with it. So that's definitely not a benefit. But the best news is that you don't really need to wash it, definitely not very often. So, hence, it is easy to care for, except that one time when you do need to wash it. And why is this? Alpaca wool, just like it protects you from the elements, it also protects you from the things that make why you need to wash your garment. For example, it is odor resistant, it is stain resistant, and it is wrinkle resistant. It's amazing. So basically, an alpaca woolen garment, when it gets smelly, you just let it air, and then it will automatically, just by itself, it will kind of get rid of the air, get rid of the smell. So awesome, no washing required. When you stain something on it, the fiber is so smooth that if you just wick it off really quickly, it will not leave a stain. Boom, another reason why you don't need to wash it. And then finally, it is wrinkle resistant. So if you accidentally leave your alpaca lying in a corner where it gets all wrinkly, then again, you just need to air it out or let it hang somewhere and then floom, wrinkles disappear. So these are all amazing features, which mean alpaca wool is very easy to care for. The fourth category of why alpaca wool is amazing is because it is made to last. And it is actually one of those fibers that I know it can be a little bit more expensive than what you would regularly buy, but it is absolutely worth the investment because a garment will last you a long, long time with the right care, that is. There's a couple of reasons for this. So first of all, the fiber is just incredibly strong. It's also a very durable fiber. So not only is it strong, it will also last a really long time looking good. It doesn't really felt. It does felt when you wash it, but you don't need to wash it. And it doesn't felt as fast as other materials might do. It doesn't really pill, and it doesn't really shed, and it doesn't really lose its shape. So this strong fiber helps to give you a garment, an item that lasts years with the right care. So it's one of my favorite, another one of my favorite features of alpaca wool. It is also randomly fire resistant. So obviously anything will burn when it is exposed to fire or heat for long enough, and so does alpaca wool. But the good news is when it catches fire, it will burn, but then it will basically turn into, it will char. This should help to increase the lifespan of your garment. And then the fourth category is that alpaca actually looks really great. And that is because the fiber is smooth. And smooth fibers kind of move alongside your body. So they flow really beautifully. And they, sometimes those synthetic fibers or more scratchy wool fibers, they can kind of get stuck either on your skin or on the other clothes that you're wearing. And then it doesn't fall nicely. So alpaca wool drapes really well. And that means it looks really good on you. And this is like an objective thing about alpaca wool. This is not me making this up. Like it just looks good. Additionally, I love that alpaca wool comes in 22 natural colors. So if you love natural shades, you will find any shade of gray, white, blue, black, brown. And there's even like some super soft pinky tones. So that's another great feature. Unfortunately, there are no bright pink or bright blue alpacas, but it does take dye really well. So when you dye alpaca wool, the colors just look very vibrant and very flashy and again, very beautiful. all these features, so basically the result of everything combined is that it makes it a material that is very, very fit for the slow fashion movement. And it's this, excuse me, and it is this sustainable fiber. It's maybe not the perfect option, but it's definitely a better option than many, many, many other materials out there. Thank you so much for watching my video. And if you'd like to read more about this, I recommend you check out my article. I will put the link to that down below. And it takes a deep dive into all the features of alpaca wool. And while you're there, you can also see the web shop, because I actually have my own brand of sustainable and awesome alpaca wool products. And that's not all of it. I started the brand to empower women. So with a good salary, flexible working hours, and training, you are actually investing in a garment that makes, my mission to empower women reality. So make sure to check that out. I'll put all the links down below. And then while you're at it, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.